The amount of tool tokens you need for stuff seems to be in line as far as how expensive they are with the Seraph crystals. So if BL2 Fix is lowering that, I don't know, I guess they probably lowered the price of the tool items as well.
Welcome to my humble shop. You're my millionth customer. Come back anytime.
So I'm not sure if I agree with that balancing that by bringing it down to 60. That's pretty cheap. So I'm already at 60. You don't want these powerful items to be too cheap. So let's go ahead and throw the shock bone of the ancients on. And I don't know, I might try this bone shredder again. I think it might, the DPS at this stage might be similar. I think we're better coaxing him over this way. That might actually be slower. Try the shock pimpernel again. So yeah, the shock pimpernel is probably a little bit faster. Not quite. So now we can swap this out for the Lady Fist. And the Sheriff's badge. Oh, he eventually got up here. Now hopefully he doesn't fall off.
Nice.
That's all the Seraph crystals and iridium from the top section. What is this? A sticky longbow grenade. Here's a new skin, runner skin. We'll have to drop something for it though. We might actually be holding a skin we can drop. We have a skin we can use, and we're also holding onto a shield we don't need either. So that'll free up a couple spots.
Whoa.
Worth checking an eye out for new skins. You can still get some new ones. So there we go. Seems like a lot of the time, if he jumps up on that ledge, he'll just stand there and face you, making it easy to get those critical hit headshots.
Thanks for the scratch. Farewell,
Might as well get some more grenades too.
Good luck.
We're just using the grenades for grenade jumping at the moment. Don't really need them for anything else. Yeah, the game has a hard time to decide on his attacks up there. Yeah, I guess he's not... Yeah, I guess his AI is not really coded to perform up on that ledge there. So he gets a bit confused. Too late. I wonder how the sandhawk goes to deplete the shields. Oh, we almost got up there. This seems pretty much just as effective as using the Pimpernel. I guess the this is no good until we get the shields down. See if we can get him over this side. There goes his helmet. Saw his helmet fall off there.
Wow.
Spiker.
That is lovely.
Another hoplite.
Nice.
We have 100 iridium, so we can buy another upgrade with our iridium as well. But what we're really after at the moment is those Seraph crystals. So that's 90. What is the skin here? We have this one, Acid Net skin. And another hoplite's shield there. So 90 out of 120, we're almost there. I think it's actually easier to get an angle on his head from above when he's down below, when he's not on the ledge. So if you jump up on the ledge, and even if he stays below, it's not necessarily a bad thing because you get a better angle on his head for those critical shots. And I think the Sandhawk is... you can get really close to him. Oh, from below, right. 2 to 3 meters even. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't really get that close. So yeah, it might be easier to make those headshots if you get really close. Maybe it is faster to use that shock bone of the ancients and the Pimpernel here. He's almost... oh, he fell off. He fell off. Doesn't seem all that faster, really. Oh, he's up there now. So it looks like he's stuck up there. There goes his helmet. Oh yeah, you can get close, can't you? I'm scared he's gonna do his Nova attack if I get too close to him and I won't be able to run behind cover. And certainly you can get close enough there to get that critical hit off. Rubberized bonus package. I have seen those in the talk shop, the rubberized bonus packages. See those quite often. And another O negative. New skin again. Toxic Mustard Runner skin. So we are still picking up new skins. Just when I think I have all the skins, I find a new one that I haven't seen before. And that's that was a common rarity skin as well. So I'm not sure if that might be unique to this DLC though, even though it's a common one. So maybe that's why I haven't picked it up before. So that's it for that time. Let's go ahead and use this skin before I forget about it. Oh, we have two here, Bloody Eye and Toxic Mustard.
Welcome, customer.
Pick up a little bit of ammo here. I don't really need that much though. Once we pick up the ammo that gets dropped after we kill Pete there, we don't really need to top off much at all. It's really just that grenades is the thing that we're losing the most, doing the grenade jumps. But as far as SMG ammo, pistol ammo, it's not too bad. I still have the Shockbone of the Ancients on? Yes. See if we can get him on this side. I think he has an easier time jumping on the other side. He can actually make this jump. I've had him jump up here in the middle. I think it's more common for him to make the jump on the left-hand side though. Let's switch this out for the Sheriff's badge. He just stood there at the end. Just kind of gave up and just stood there. Snapping turtle shield. Skin, we already have that one. Even though this stuff is level 80, still interesting to see what dropped.
That is beautiful.
So how many do we have now? I didn't check, didn't see. So 110, so 10 more. 10 more and we can go shopping.
Feeling overburdened by money? Pleasure doing business. Nothing like a good 2 words, my friend. No refund.
Probably don't have to top up the ammo every run, probably every 2 or 3. Understandable. If I was him, trapped in an eternal loop of being killed and robbed, I'd eventually be like, ah, fuck this. Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty pitiful existence. That's right. If these video game characters had some self-awareness about being in a video game, it would be pretty depressing to be like a boss, a farmable boss in a video game. They should have had a character like that in Tron. Some depressed boss getting farmed over and over again in Tron. There must have been a character in fiction at some point that was some sort of a video game enemy that was self-aware in that way for comedy. See if we can coax him over this way. He might make it this time. That was a pretty good jump there. He almost made it up there. Okay, let's switch this out. Throw the Sheriff's badge back on. Almost. Doesn't lose much health with the shock pimper now once his shields are off. Oh, I was feeling a bit greedy there. I thought I might be able to take him out. They weren't headshots at the end, but he was so close to death. I thought I'd just shoot him in the back with the Lady Fist regardless. $116.
That is beautiful.
118 Seraph crystals. This will be enough here. 121. There we go. We have enough to get the shield. Thank you for following, meme. I thought there was a new skin there. Good old spitter. I like the spitters. But I've got the curb blaster now, so I don't really have to worry with the spitters. Okay, so that's it. Mission accomplished. We have enough Seraph crystals to go shopping. So let's make sure we put this back to OP7. We don't want to waste our Seraph crystals buying something at OP0. And now we've got to get back to the fast travel station. Let's throw the Rough Rider and the blurred Trickster on. And let's see if we can race across without dying. We can switch out our loadout as well, the rest of it. Oh, the Banshee. Oh, that's right. That's the wrong one. We want the Banshee. Thank you, Squiggy. And we'll just throw on the Herald and the Infinity for now. We still have the old grenade on as well. So let's throw a grenade on. Magic missile. Oh, this is the wrong way. Going the wrong way. So we want to get to the... Oh yeah, this is the right way to the fast travel station. Just jump back to Sanctuary and spend the Iridium I have. Am I on PS3? No, this is I'm on on PC. I'm playing on PC. Assault rifle, launcher or shotgun. Probably launcher would be most useful. Insufficient funds. Oh, I thought I had over 100, but I think I spent some. I'm on PS3. Can I join you? Unfortunately, I don't think Borderlands 2 has crossplay, so you have to be on the same system. Yeah, Borderlands 2 doesn't have crossplay, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go to Lame Rock. No worries, meme. Yeah, it is unfortunate. It would be a nice feature if you could play with your friends cross-platform, but I guess that wasn't really a big thing back then when Borderlands 2 was developed. Didn't hear you, Ben, but did you have to buy an expansion to get that level 80 content? I think the base game goes to level... What does the base game go to? Yeah, less than level 80, yeah, so... I have the Handsome Collection, which has all the expansions bundled together in the one package. But ordinarily, just with the base game, yeah, you can't get to level 80 with the base game. So if you wanted to experience all the content and get up to level 80, probably the best way to go is to buy the Handsome Collection, the Borderlands 2 Handsome Collection. That has all the stuff for Borderlands 2, all the expansions, which is what I'm using here. So we're going to the shop. Without Lilith DLC, your game will cap at 72 OP8. With Lilith DLC, it will cap at 80 OP10. The issue is that you can't run DigiPeak without being max level, which is 80. Right. Yeah. So you have to get the Lilith DLC to get access to DigiPeak. So unless you own Giraffe, no funny peak runs. Yep. Oh, this is weird running with this extra speed in the refuge here.
You've got crystals, I hope.
Slippery Seeker. Oh, there's a bunch of weapons I'm not familiar with. Florentine Seeker. So this is a Torg weapon. And then you got the Antagonist. Florentine is nice too. Deals slag and shock. Maliwan. Okay, so here's one with a matching grip. That's a Maliwan SMG grip. So yeah, that's interesting. Slag and shock damage. Guileless Florentine, apt Florentine. So you can really see the difference in magazine size with the matching grip there. 52 to 43. And then we got the antagonists down here. Deflection chance is all 50%. Wow, I don't have the Lilith package for $14.99. No wonder I could never play the higher levels. Thank you for that help. No worries, Froto. Take a look at the Handsome collection, because that's got all the DLCs bundled together. So that would be the best deal. If you don't have a lot of the DLCs, the Handsome collection would be the best value for money option. Get it for $5 off a CD key shop. Yeah. Never used any of those CD key shops before. So what is this one? Extra shot chance. A shadow is a copy of self. Oh, so that's like the two-fang. It's interesting. Damn, it's not available. The Handsome shop on Steam. Right. I might have to go that route. Yeah, if you don't have many of the DLCs, then I think that's definitely the better value for money option. Then you get everything, all of it together. So looking at these antagonists here, they all have a good recharge delay. So this one, oh okay, so they're quite different, aren't they? This one's got the most deflected bullet damage. That's for antagonists. We're probably looking for the 880% reflection damage. Right, 880. So none of these ones have 880, so might be worth trying again. 820 is the highest one there. I just have the regular Borderlands 2, I think. I need to upgrade this puppy. Yeah, if you have the regular Borderlands 2, I think the Handsome collection's probably the best way to go if you don't have any of the DLCs. Speak of upgrades, Ben, I may have lost track, but have you tried using DXVK? I haven't tried. No, I just have the regular setup. The only thing I did was I disabled the PhysX. Is that what it's called? The PhysX option. I disabled that as a sub for DirectX. The Handsome collection is there, however, it's grayed out on the add the game. Maybe stop the deal for now. Could be. Oh, may already have it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you already have it. Okay, let's have a look. What else we have over here? Okay, so there it is. Borderlands, the Handsome collection. That's a store page.
We meet again, Vault Hunter.
So I've got a bunch more Florentines here. And 2 shields. Neither is the 880 option.
Bring me up.
Try again. So we're looking for the 880 deflected damage.
You've got crystals, I hope.
700, 800 deflected bullet damage.
The Seraph's hope.
It's a lot. It's a lot of extra damage. 800% deflected bullet damage. So now that we've collected all of these Seraph crystals, we might as well be fussy and get ourselves a good one. Do I need to activate all these expansions on Steam? The 880 also has the highest damage reduction of 49. Right. 880 and damage reduction of 49. Right. 740, 720, 700. No, not this time. So I wonder what the deal is with this Torg rifle. I do like the Torg rifles. Not sure what the gimmick is for this Seeker though. Sounds like it would have seeking bullets, but not sure exactly what that one does. Usually you just buy the whole thing at the very bottom and you're good. Yeah, that's how it worked out for me. I just got the Handsome Collection, but then again, I didn't have the base game beforehand, so I've got the Handsome Collection without having the base game, so I don't know if that's some sort of an issue. Consumes 2 ammo per shot. Shoots homing gyro jets, increased accuracy and damage, reduced fire rate, cannot score critical hits, right. Also gun splash. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Homing bullets, increased accuracy and damage, but no critical hits.
Crystals, I hope.
520, 620% there.
I always...
Try again for this 880 and damage reduction of 49. So a homing Torg assault rifle with increased damage. That's interesting.
You've got crystals, I hope.
620, 720, 520.
The Seraph.
So it looks like 880 is the rare, the high-end one. Certainly a good spot to have the fleet and the extra speed here so we can dash to the shop quickly.
I must have the crystals. I must.
640. No 880 there.
Farewell.
If you set your network mode to offline, oh yeah, that's right. That's right, I should do that. We'll make it a little bit quicker to save quit and come back in. That's true, I'll do that, Squiggy.
The blood of fallen seraphs. Lovely.
620, 600.
Farewell.
Network mode offline. Also, no movies as launch option removes most loading screens and videos. I think I might have that one. I think I might have put that one on, the no movies one.
Meet again, Vault Hunter.
680, 780. Okay, I already have them. So Ben, do I just need to replay the 0 to 50 a couple times before it lets me start scaling a character to level 80 maybe? Okay, so you already have... So you already have the Handsome collection or the just the Commander Lilith one?
The Seraphs.
So to get up to level 80, you have to play through... Oh, Handsome. Yeah, well, you're good to go then. That's good. That's the good one. So if you've got the Handsome collection, you're good to go. So yeah, you got to play through the story mode 3 times. And then after you beat the story mode on the 3rd time, you just have to keep at that point you can just keep leveling up to level 80. So yeah, you'll have to go through the story mode 3 times. And then at that point you can just keep doing stuff, keep doing missions and DLCs to get up to... Oh, with Handsome only, it'll cap at 72. No worries, Froto.
Welcome, welcome.
That's 800.
You will defeat.
I mean, maybe I got lucky, but I got the Lilith DLC. I think I got it with the Handsome collection, so I don't know whether they've changed it around or whether I got a special package or something, but I got the Handsome collection and the Lilith DLC at the same time.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh, I see. It was free on Epic some time ago. Could have been. Maybe that's what it is. Antagonist. 640. Okay, just let me check what I have on Epic and see whether it's a separate thing. It probably is a separate one. It's not going to tell me how I got it though. But I might have got it for free, yeah.
I must have the crystals.
I think I might have read something that if you have the Handsome collection, then you can get the Lilith for free. I don't know if that was a limited time thing. But you might want to just check that or not.
Without the queen, this world will remain in darkness.
Actually, I might just have a look at that, see whether that's the case or not. Whether you actually get the Lilith one for free. So if I just do a quick search for Handsome collection and Lilith DLC. So what does this say? So owners of Borderlands, the Handsome collection on Epic can download Commander Lilith DLC for free. Oh, that's only until October, so that might have been a... This is probably how I got it. Yeah, this was a limited time thing. That was when it came out in 2019. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what this one says. Does Handsome collection come with Commander Lilith DLC? So someone says no, it doesn't. So maybe it doesn't. So I must have got it for free sometime. Yeah. So I certainly got it for free at the same time that I got the Handsome collection. So that was when it came out in 2019. They made it free for I think a week on Steam. Then they made it for free when it launched on Epic. That's probably how I got it. Yeah. Oh wait, no wait, maybe I need to buy it. Yes, okay. So Handsome's 2017. Right. So yeah, so I got the Handsome collection when Epic made it free, and I got the Lilith DLC for free at the same time. So It must have been some sort of a special promotion.
Bring me your
So we'll see if we can get this 880 reflected damage. And the 49% chance damage reduction.
The blood of fallen seraphs. Lovely.
So we don't have 880 here. So I guess you need to get both of those two things to get the all the content. Get the Handsome Collection and then the Lilith DLC. And then you've got everything.
The blood of fallen seraphs. Lovely.
500% there.
I always...
Yeah, I was a bit confused by that, whether the Lilith one was included in the Handsome Collection. And the tweaking tools. Yep.
The blood of fallen seraphs. Lovely.
680, 640.
I always...
So we'll keep trying to get the good one. Now that we've gone to the effort of farming for these crystals, we might as well be fussy and get a nice shield here. And we can listen to the nice background music of this DLC. I like the background music for this DLC.
I must have the crystals. I must.
580, 720, 680.
I always need crystals.
Everybody loves this, and I don't understand why. I think I like it just because it's so different from all the other ones.
The blood of fallen
So different to put the characters in like a fantasy setting.
The seraph's hope.
I mean, some of the enemies in the DLC can be very annoying, that's for sure. But as far as the setting and the story and everything, they're very inventive and different from the other DLCs. Some dude even was like, sometimes I just stand at the cliff, watch the sky for 30 minutes.
We meet again, Vault Hunter. The seraph's hold.
Yes, I like this DLC, but I don't think I could do that. I guess this game does have like a day-night cycle, doesn't it? So you probably would get to see like probably a sunset or a sunrise if you just kept watching the horizon for that amount of time. About $12.72 for the third-party Steam key for Lilith, and $14.99 from the official Steam store for Commander Lilith. Oh, right. So no, you're not getting a huge discount.
Lovely.
Yeah, you're not getting much of a discount for getting a CD key at that point. Might as well get the full 15, yeah. They made the cliff next to where the forest transition is, which does give you a nice overlook, but 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. I Does sound like you might have been exaggerating a little bit there. Can't imagine it's that interesting just to stare at that for 30 minutes. Yeah, oh well, sometimes you can get some great deals.
Again, Vault Hunter.
I probably should check those CD key sites. I've never used them. They always seem a little bit shady to me. I didn't know whether you could really trust them or not. So I've never actually used one.
I must have the crystals. I must.
780, 660.
Farewell.
Yeah, I bought Risk of Rain 2 DLC for $10 total. VDkeys.com I've tried and paid by credit card before. Okay, so those ones are okay. CDkeys.com. I use Gamevo via PayPal. Bought 20 games so far, all work. Oh, that's good to know that those CD key sites are reliable. They're good for older games, right? Yeah, set up PayPal so they never seen your credit card. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I never thought about it that way, but it's true. If you're using PayPal, then they don't actually get to see your credit card number, which is a good thing.
Crystals, I hope.
600, 640.
I always need crystals.
And I guess if you're using PayPal, that probably gives you an extra layer of to make a complaint if something goes wrong.
The blood of fallen seraphs. Lovely.
740, 560.
Farewell.
Most sites will let you sign in using Google too, so you can just relay that to some pseudo Google accounts. Yeah, some expendable one you don't care about. Yeah, not your main Google account, just some disposable one. Although it's getting harder and harder to make a disposable Google account. They want your phone number. They want your phone number to as part of the sign-up process. So
Welcome.
you kind of need a spare phone number as well if you want to create a spare Google account. Unless there's some trick to it. But whenever I've tried to make a throwaway, yeah, these days whenever I try to make a throwaway Google account, they always ask for a phone number. That's 820, not quite what we wanted. We wanted 880, didn't we? Yeah, 880 and damage reduction 49.
I always need.
Yeah. I have 3 from the past, luckily. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Like before they asked for your phone number, you just needed an email address. You could just crank out a new Google account just by giving an email address, but now they want a phone number, so it's a bit more difficult.
Crystals, I hope. Bring me your. I must have the crystals. I must.
660 and 680.
Bring me your...
This Seraph crystal seller's really obsessed with these crystals.
I must have the crystals. I must.
640, 620.
You will defeat.
Is there much lore in Borderlands for the Seraph crystals? I haven't really come across much in the way of the game explaining what they are. Probably because you're like, hey, I got crystals. If you have an... No, I will buy. Hey, I got crystals if you have a... No.
We meet again, Vault Hunter.
Offer heroin to a junkie and teleport away. Yeah. That's right, you just go back and forth.
You will defeat.
Just work him up into a frenzy. I guess it is a bit mean when he clearly has an addiction to the crystals here.
Welcome.
700%.
The Seraphs.
But it seems like that's the norm now. All of these tech companies, they want your phone number for accounts, which I don't really like. I mean, I think an email is good enough. I think that most of the time they don't need your phone number. It's just overstretching things a bit.
You will defeat.
Like Facebook suspended my Facebook account claiming suspicious activity, even though I barely use my Facebook account. Maybe that was the reason, but now they want my phone number to activate my account again, and I'm not really that keen on giving Facebook my phone number, so I've pretty much abandoned my Facebook account. Yeah, suspect. Suspicious activity on Facebook, which is weird because I barely log into it, so maybe that's what the suspicious activity was, barely using it. And now they want my phone number to unlock the account. I don't really want to give Facebook my phone number. I've pretty much abandoned my original Facebook account.
The blood of fallen seraphs. Lovely.
680, 560.
Farewell.
But I never used my Facebook account for very much at all, so it wasn't much of a loss. Not a big Facebook person. But I tend to suspect that their criteria for suspicious activity is very flimsy, and they're just trying to harvest phone numbers. If I was being skeptical, if I was being cynical, then I'd probably would think they're more interested in harvesting phone numbers than the security of your accounts.
I must have the crystals. I must.
So nothing there.
I always...
But I suppose if you use Google for email, then they already know so much about you. Giving them your phone number at that point is probably a minor detail if you use them for email. Yeah. At that point, they would know your name and address and most of your online shopping habits and
World will remain
all of your
darkness.
personal communications. Internet of Things was a mistake. Yeah, certainly. Certainly when it comes to privacy and choice,
Bring me your
not so good. I'd much rather pay some sort of a fee for things and get a bit more privacy rather than get a bunch of services for free and then you all of your personal information gets sold off and data mined.
farewell.
But I guess the market has chosen free stuff and to surrender their privacy over paying for services. I mean, you can still pay for email with companies that at least claim to respect your privacy more. But what about all the other services? You don't really have much choice,
The blood of foreign
particularly for things like
sinners.
mobile phones. If you
Bring me your
Android is terrible as far as privacy is concerned, Google and Android. I guess Apple's a little bit better, but I can't imagine Apple would be too much better when it comes to privacy on their phones. As far as respecting your data, privacy of your data. Don't have much experience with Apple though. Most of my stuff is PC and Android.
I must.
Well, yeah, thing is, it used to be so easy to make fake accounts everywhere and abuse those. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, isn't it?
Bring me your
They want to cut down on trolls and abusive activity and on social media. Now that everyone has access to the internet, the threat number has multiplied. Yeah. Yeah, I guess because phone numbers are more difficult to get a hold of, so it's harder for a troll to just generate a ton of fake accounts and just to keep being abusive and getting banned all the time.
farewell.
So yeah, companies somehow got to make sure it's real people.
I
I
miss
must
the
have
queen.
the crystals.
Yeah, I guess that is
The world.
the compromise. Yeah, and two-factor authentication. Yep. Yeah, so you don't get hacked so easily. Yeah, and then you got the bot farms as well. Bots creating a ton of fake accounts. So I guess phone numbers is a good way to filter out the bots as well as the trolls.
The Seraph's hope.
So I guess it has some validity in that regard.
I must have the crystals. I must.
760.
The Seraph's hope.
Well, then the other option is like what Twitter's doing now and making people pay for accounts. That way, if you get banned, at least you got something to lose. You're losing money. Oh, that's so bullshit. Oh, paying for the blue check mark.
I must have the crystals. I must.
380, 560.
You will defeat the Seraph.
That was a low number, 380. Making people pay for what used to be free. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess at least with Twitter you can still use it for free. They just want you to pay for the check mark. So you still get the option to use it for free.
We meet again, Vault Hunter.
I mean, that's the excuse that
Farewell.
Elon Musk gave for the check marks. It's just as a way to stop the trolls by making people pay for it. It's just, yeah, I don't get it. Yep.
Magic! Am I right?
Yeah, it's a different avenue, I guess, to try to cut down the bots.
The blood of
If you make
fallen seraphs.
if you make people
Lovely.
pay for a service, at least it's not feasible for someone running a bot farm to pay for all of those accounts if they have to pay to generate them. Thank you for the follow, Zarina Main.
You've got crystals, I hope.
700, 820, not quite 880.
You will defeat.
So it's good to know at least what a good shield looks like as far as the numbers. I wasn't quite sure what a good antagonist shield looks like.
You've got crystals, I hope.
680, 400.
I always meet.
But I guess there's not that many options really if you want to filter out the bots and make sure you're dealing with real people and filter out trolls with the disposable accounts. You either have to use some sort of a unique personal bit of information like a phone number,
Lovely.
or make people pay for it, and there's not really that much in between. I think those are the only two real solutions that tech companies have come up with. OP7? Yes, we're currently OP7 now. Are we? Yes, OP7. So currently OP7, trying to get to OP8, so we are, yeah, we're OP7, so these shields are OP7. So we're looking for an OP7 antagonist shield, and once we find a nice one, we'll take that back to Digistruct Peak and see if we can get up to OP8 and beyond, hopefully.
You've got crystals, I hope.
700%. Yeah, this Florentine looks interesting too. Sort of a deals slag and shock.
The Seraph.
So who knows? I might look at one of those at some point, but I'll definitely get the shield first. 640, 820.
The Seraphs.
I've been seeing a few of the 820% shields, but not the 880s.
The blood of fallen Seraphs. Lovely.
That's interesting. He's just said the blood of fallen seraphs. So I guess I wonder if that's the lore of the seraph crystals then. The crystallized blood of the seraph guardians, I guess.
I always
Which is something I didn't know. Don't know much about the seraph crystals. Be interesting if seraph crystals will play a bigger part in
must have the crystals.
future Borderlands games.
Must
820 again.
bring me your.
But probably it's going to stay a raid boss thing. Seems to be that's the way the developers want it. Seraph crystals is just a raid boss mechanic.
I must have the crystals. I must. Bring me.
So I'm hoping this antagonist shield will help with the assassin arena section of Digistruct Peak. In that cramped area. A little bit awkward to use the B shield there. There's just too much happening when you initially get surrounded by the assassins.
Welcome.
600. Got a ton of weapons there, but only one shield this time.
Farewell.
That's an interesting relic, that one, in the Seraph shop. Seems like it works the same way as the Zero's Two Fang, where it gives a chance for a double shot.
I must have
This one here,
crystals. I must.
extra shot chance. So that's pretty much the same thing as the Two Fang, just in a relic form. It pretty much is just Two Fang, right? Yeah, seems to be extra shot chance. So I guess if you really love Two Fang, you could double up your Two Fang with a Zero and Two Fang, and then this on top. 680, 720, 800, 440.
You will.
So no 880 yet.
You know what I love about this village? Not as much.
This will definitely be a good one to get if we can get this 880 damage. Seems a niche scenario, but the option will always be there.
The blood of fallen Seraphs.
I like the Two Fang ability. It's a fun skill that Zero has. So to be able to have some version of it on other characters is, I kind of like the idea. I do like Two Fang. That's fun.
I always.
And the bone will beat it regardless. Yeah, it seems like the bone is the bone relics are the ones to go for if you have an elemental weapon. Because you get that cooldown rate bonus as well.
I must have the crystals. I must. I always.
which is really very nice to have that cooldown rate bonus. Helps a lot with survivability, at least with characters like Zero and Maya too.
Welcome.
You can use it defensively. 580, 700, 820.
The Seraphs.
We're trying to find an 80% deflection damage. Nice to have the fleet, have that extra speed. Get back to the shop quicker. Hyperius Reflect kill.
Welcome, welcome.
Haven't actually tried to do that. Trick.
Bring me your crystals.
But I guess you could set it up with the kinetic reflection. And the antagonist to sort of double up on the reflection. But that's something I haven't actually tried. So basically I'm just trying to find a solution to get past the OP7 stage with the assassin arena section in Digistruct Peak. So that's the goal for getting the antagonist, to see if it can help me get through OP7 of Digistruct Peak.
Lovely.
You should be able to beat Hyperius normally. It'll be a challenge, but doable. Right.
Farewell.
Have you tried Beehawk? I haven't tried to take down Hyperius either with the reflection way or the normal way, so I haven't really tried either way. The only raid boss I've really tried is Pyro Pete and what was that other one?
Welcome.
What is the Thresher one? I tried the Thresher one a little bit. I didn't get very far. I didn't kill him, but I did try the Thresher Terror. Right, yeah. So I think those are the two Terramorphous. Yep. So those are the two raid bosses that I've attempted anyway. So I haven't really tried Hyperius. Pyro Pete is probably the easiest raid boss without any cheese strats. Yep. Good source of crystals. Yeah, I've only ever really defeated him the cheese way. I probably should try one day. Just try to do Pyro Pete the regular way, see what it's like. 720, 520.
Bring me your
So it might be a good spot to start with as far as the raid bosses go, as far as doing them regularly, the regular way, without trying to cheese them. So I have done all the missions for Borderlands 2 apart from the raid bosses. They're the only bits of content that I haven't really explored very much.
farewell.
So if I did want to check out all the content that Borderlands 2 has to offer, that's about the only little bit of the game that I haven't really explored, is all of the raid bosses.
The blood of fallen seraphs. Lovely.
540, 680. Good source of crystals. All is well until you reach Voracidus.
The seraphs.
Okay, so all are. So here's the hardest one, Voracidus.
the crystals. I must.
360, 780, 440. Oh yeah, it should be noted that Hammerlock DLC raid bosses received double HP with the OP10 update, which is a glitch. Veracidus. Still, when you get to Sal, Wen can make quick work of at least Vorak, right? He doesn't care too much about HP. Hyperius and Veracidus both have double the intended HP on OP10.
The Seraphs hold me.
It's interesting that the developers never fixed it. I guess they might have come to the conclusion that the challenge is still good enough for the players with double HP. There are a lot of things that the developers never fixed, right? So 720, 861. Well, that's closer to 880. Not quite there. That's close. Damage reduction 48. Oh, that's pretty close to 880 and 49. That's what we're looking for. 880 and 49. Yeah. Okay, so BL2 fixes a lot of that stuff. Also fixes that issue with the double HP.
I always.
But that's a mod which, depending on how you go about your games, may or may not be your cup of tea. Right.
Blood of fallen seraphs. Lovely.
Yeah, at the moment I'm happy just playing through the characters with the vanilla game. Nah, Borderlands 2 fix is awesome. I personally mod my game to all hell, but I know some people may not like it. Lets you disable every single change. So that's good. So you can cherry pick the ones you like and disable the ones you don't like. So that's good. It's not an all or nothing thing. That's a nice touch. And even if you have all the changes set to on, it still keeps the vanilla gameplay. It's really just a fix, right? So maybe I should actually look into that. Just to have a look at what it does actually fix.
Bring me your crystal.
Because if it's not changing the vanilla gameplay, then that might be something that I would like. I mean, once I've experienced all the characters, then I'd be more inclined to mess around with mods that drastically change things. But I'd like to at least play through the game with all the characters vanilla first. 660.
The Seraph's hope.
Take a look at the Nexus page, give you a brief summary. Yeah, I think that's what I would like to do. Just read up on what the mods do. Get an appreciation for how much it's actually changing the game. Hopefully not too much as far as the gameplay goes. So you'll get better parts on higher levels, properly scaled. You can reroll quest rewards for Iridium. It lets you buy all ammo with one click, choose a preferred card, stuff like that, and better loot during a higher playthroughs. Anything you don't like, you can get rid of. Okay, well that sounds good.
Farewell.
Might be worth actually having a look at that. I guess there's no reason why I can't, if I do like some of the things, put them on midway through a run. Can you do that? Can you activate the mod midway through a run without causing any problems? Sure, right. And dialogue skip. Oh, that's good. So you can sort of skip the cutscenes. Sure. Oh, that's good. So that's good. You can put it on whenever. 800, 660.
Farewell.
Also has cutscene skip. Yes. Oh, that's good. Particularly when you start a DLC, you don't really need to go through that unskippable cutscene at the start of the DLCs every time. So it'd be nice to have a way to skip over those. You can set it to play all, battle related, or none.
You've got crystals.
Well, that's good that it's got the battle related option. So you can keep the cutscenes that are more context related for the story. But some cutscenes that are rendered in-game, such as Scarlet's introduction, will not be able to be skipped. Okay, so it's just the pre-rendered videos that you can skip. If you skip it, she doesn't spawn in... Oh, okay, she doesn't spawn in the game, right.
You've got crystals, I hope.
Okay, so she just doesn't appear at all. Well, she's there, just invisible. Right.
Crystals, I hope.
800%, not quite there.
You will defeat the Seraphs.
Been a thing since UCP came out. Unofficial community patch. Okay, so BL2 fix uses some of the patches from that other patch.
Watch out for those knights.
Welcome.
620, 600, 640.
You will defeat the Seraphs. You must.
Okay. I'll take a quick break and I'll be right back.